Hi, my name's Tom Woods with R2 Sports Technology. I appreciate you taking a minute. We're going to walk through one of our service offerings here in the next few minutes called Scouting Dashboards. Before we do, real quick word on who we are. I am not a football coach. We are a data services company. For the last 16, 17 years or so, we have done a lot of work in the aerospace and defense world, working with organizations like NASA, Lockheed Martin, Boeing, Northrop Grumman, the NSA, the Missile Defense Agency, places like that. And our niche in that world is making sense of large volumes of data for our clients there. So for the last couple of years, we ended up running into some coaches in their football film breakdown data a few seasons back, and we started providing some of the services we'll show you here today over these last couple of seasons. So understand, as I share this with you, we take everything from a data perspective. We appreciate the game of football, but we aren't coaches trying to tell you how you should coach. You know how to coach. We know how to take data that you guys have available to yourselves and help you get the most out of it. So I want to start here for a second and take a look at one of our applications called Scouting Dashboards. And just two quick slides to kind of set the frame of reference here, and then I'll walk you through one to kind of give you a better idea of exactly how these work. But the point behind Scouting Dashboards are this, is that the majority of your players and coaches aren't getting a whole lot out of typical film system reports. And you're spending a lot of time each week breaking down film, looking for tendencies, and looking to convey that to your team so that they have keys and things to look for in a game so that they're ready for what may or may not be coming to allow them to make a key stop or to take advantage of a key situation and help you win a football game. The challenge is that most people are visual learners. What that simply means is they get more information out of graphics, pictures, images than they do from fingering through, stacks and stacks of paper and pages of reports and tables and text, trying to discern a story. So what we do when we build a scouting dashboard is, it's the old adage that a picture's worth 1,000 words. We're able to make a visual, interactive picture of all your film breakdown data. And what that allows you to do is very quickly and intuitively see an entire story on a team. Their every strength, weakness, tendency, in a very quick, intuitive, interactive way. Now I'll show you, let me just flip over one more to show you this quick image, and then we'll get into one, kind of show you exactly how these work. Dashboards really are all about just three key things. So you guys already break down film. That's what you guys typically do. You've spent a bunch of time breaking down 3 or 4 games on an opponent, or looking at your own self-scout, breaking down film. What we do is take that raw data and package it into something much like you see here. We'll look at one live here in just a second. And what this does, this takes all that data and creates this visual representation of it. And we're telling a story that's found in your data using the dimensions of size and color. So we'll as I said, we'll get into one here live in a second, but those are the 3 things you have to keep in mind when we look at a dashboard. Number one, they're interactive. So to get information out of a dashboard, we're going to see here in a second, we interact with it. We put our mouse over things, we click on things, we filter on things, we move things around. And what it's going to tell us in real time through the dimensions of size, which gives us an indication of the strength of a tendency, we'll look at here in a second, and color, which tells us about an offense's efficiency. So what a dashboard is going to allow us to do in real time is go anywhere our coaching brain wants to go to work through our film data and instantly see, where is this team good? Where are they bad? What do they like to do? What do they not like to do? In any given different situation is anywhere your brain wants to go as fast as it wants to go. So I'm going to step out of this, and let's bring one up here, and we'll take a look and walk through one together. This is an example of an offense. This is a Big Ten offense from several seasons ago. Now, when you're looking at a dashboard here, again, 3 things to keep in mind. Number 1, they're interactive. And number 2, we use size and color to tell a story. Size is going to indicate the strength of a tendency. Color is going to indicate offensive efficiency. So let me orient you to what you're looking at here real quick. You'll see in the upper left this football field with all these dots on it. So this was a 3-game film breakdown on Penn State's offense from about 3 seasons ago. Okay. Now each dot that's represented there is a play that was run in those 3 games. Now we use color to tell a story. The blues are passes, and the darker gray dots are running plays. If I want to get information about one of those plays, I can just put my mouse over one of these and it'll pop up information about it. So here's an example. This was a play against UCF. It was a 1st and 10 with 43 yards. It was a FKK 60, some big play. I don't even know what it means. Okay, again, I'm not a football coach, I'm a data guy. But we take everything that's in that film breakdown file and we put it into this platform. So we can see every play that was run over time. And then in each of these other sections, you'll see these what we call data grids up along through here off to the right and underneath this. Now each of these rectangles represents a piece of information that's in the film breakdown file. So take as an example the offensive formation grid here. What we do is every formation that's in the film breakdown file gets packaged into this data grid. Now, size is going to tell us strength of a tendency. So the bigger the box is the more often a team does that or operates from that look, let's say. So in this case, we're looking at formations and we'll see all these different ones: double, unbalanced, empty, trips, pro, west. There's all these different formation references they had or they used over those last 3 games. The biggest box is the strongest tendency. So without knowing anything about them, I can very quickly look and see that they run from doubles more than they run from anything else. It's the biggest box. I can tell they have one down here called, looks like slot. It's a small box. They didn't do it very much. So I can very quickly tell what does this team like to do or not like to do. Now, the dimension of color tells us offensive efficiency. Now, color, we use a standard efficiency rating. It can be customized to anybody's, if people have differences for how they evaluate efficiency. But ours is a fairly simple formula. On 1st and 10, if you get 4 yards or more, it's a good play. Less than that is not. On 2nd down, if you get more than half of what's left to go, that's good. Less than half is not. 3rd and 4th down, if you get what's remaining, that's good. Otherwise, it's not. So based on down, distance, and gain, every play is either a thumbs up or a thumbs down play. We can average all of those, and then we can use that as to color performance, basically. So on the low end of the scale, if an offense is highly inefficient, 1 out of 5 plays, about 20% efficient, it's going to be deep dark red in color. As it improves, it's going to go up to deep dark blue. When you start to become 2 out of 3, 70% efficient is like deep dark blue. And it's this gradual scale in between there. So orange is better than red, yellow is better than orange, green's better than yellow, blue is better than green. So I can get this measure just visually by looking at this at not only what does a team like to do, but where are they good or not good from an offensive standpoint. So looking again here what we just talked about, here's this offensive formation again. We know they ran from doubles more than anything else because it was their biggest box. But we also know that they weren't very good when they did because it's an orange color. And if I put my mouse over there, I can see the efficiency rating in that case is like 39%. Not great offensively. Now, here's trips off down here. They didn't run it very much, but they were very efficient, 60%. It's colored blue. So I can get all these multiple dimensions in one spot. I can see all the plays. I have a graphical representation of all that data, and I know what are they good at, what are they not good at, what do they like to do, not do. Now, lastly, again, they're all interactive. So however your coaching brain wants to go and explore a team, it's here for you to go and do. So I know some guys may be personnel-based guys. Some guys may be down and distance-based guys. However your brain thinks as a coach, you can use this for. But it's all interactive. So if I wanted to say, okay, what do they do specifically when they're in 12 personnel? Well, I can come over here to my 12 personnel box and just click on it. And I see here when I click on that, everything updates around just that selection. So now I'm looking at how they perform just from 12 personnel. Down here I've got play type run and pass. So I can see they were about 52% pass in that situation. They were pretty good passing, not very good when they ran the ball. Now I can go deeper and say, okay, what do they do when they ran the ball out of 12 personnel? So I could click on run. It's going to filter even deeper. Now I'm looking at every running play they ran from 12 personnel. I can see the types of plays they ran over here, where they're good, what plays weren't good or good, bad, or otherwise. I might look and say, okay, just show me every first down running play from 12 personnel. And boom, and now I'm into here. I can start to see the schemes they run, the plays that they may come with. All this kind of information becomes very quickly available to me in a heartbeat. So what a dashboard does, in effect, it's like any conceivable report you might ever want to run on a team is right here at your fingertips, ready for you to go and run with in any dimension you want to. Okay, I can continue to go as deep as I want to go. If I want to reset myself, I can just click back on a couple of these things and set things back. Just to give you kind of one more perspective, I could look at this by where they are on the field. If I want to focus on the red zone, I can take my field position, I can slide it up here to the 80-yard line or so, and say, okay, just show me the plays that they ran in the red zone. Here's the plays they ran in the red zone. What do they do when they show me an 11 personnel look in the red zone? I can start to see all that. They weren't very good. The one play that was dangerous is over here in blue. Anyway, so you kind of get the point. A dashboard, again, is taking all of your data, putting it into an interactive visual platform that can let you very quickly and intuitively see and understand what's going on inside of your film breakdown data. Now, hopefully this gives you a kind of a better idea of what this is all about. Just as a final word, how teams work with us. Our point of contact with our clients is simply that film breakdown file. So as I mentioned earlier, you guys are already spending time breaking down film. When you finish your film breakdown, our clients export that into a text file or an Excel compatible file. They submit that to us, and we take it, process it into their dashboards, and return those to them in season within 1 hour. So really simple to do, quick turn times, and it's something you already have available to you. You simply provide that data, we provide this platform back to you. Hopefully that gives you a better idea of what scouting dashboards are all about. If you have questions, by all means, feel free to reach out to us at any time. You'll see the numbers shown here below, and we look forward to an opportunity to show you more and possibly work with your program this season. Thanks much.